Okay, this is a Gentex 455 mirror that has the built-in compass. It's very tricky to pull these covers off. I'll try and show you the design. You can see the holes. These are where the clips fasten in each corner, as well as all the way around. And on the light, it's kind of difficult to see. If I can get it to focus here. Anyway, there's clips pointing down, which grabs onto the little lip of the frame. There's the lip, or the little clip. You can see what it looks like there. There's another one. Anyway, this is the design of the mirror. It's just held in place. You got your GPS here. You've got these two wires which control the auto dim feature, and you can just gently wiggle these wires up. They're on there pretty tight. Okay, if you do one of them, that will at least allow you to get the mirror assembly off. Still see it's connected here. Anyway, you've got a plastic frame with rubber on here that holds everything from vibrating. Yeah, the circuit board goes right up against the plastic, and then the glass presses up against this rubber. This is the interesting part. This is the compass display. It uses a rubber housing, and you can see it's just held in place by two pins that go through. Now, the funny thing about this display is that it doesn't use a colored filter over the front of it. Let's see if I can zoom in a little. There's no filtered lens on this, and the color, I believe this is an LCD instead of the older style mirrors which used a vacuum fluorescent display. This particular one, the 455 and newer, which are typically used from 06, 2006 cars and up, you can see it uses 4 colored LED lights on the background which shine through. You can see there's 4 of them, and interestingly enough, it knows when you're using one digit. For instance, if it says southeast, if it shows 2 digits, the 2 lights on the left will light up and the 2 on the right will light up. But if it's only showing a single digit, say east, this right hand side will show the E, and only those two LEDs on the right hand side will light up. And you can't really change the color of these because you have to unsolder those 4 LEDs and change them out, and that requires, oops, hope that didn't hurt anything, that requires you to unsolder all of these connectors here, which is going to be a major pain, and honestly I don't even think it's worth the effort to try and change the color. You're probably just better off buying an orange one if you want orange, or a blue-green if that's what you want. I thought I could go and change it with filters. I tried filters, colored filters in front as well as behind, in between the LED and the display, and it pretty much had no effect. It's, you know, this is an orange one, and you could still see the orange even though I tried red, green, blue filters. None of them are capable of changing the color. And let's see if I can get a better picture there. You see the clips that hold this on. Get some focus there. Clip here, clip here, clip here. Basically 4 in the middle, and then 1 on each corner here. And then you have, let's see, clip there, clip there. There's no clips along this bottom edge. Yeah, and then 2 clips here, and then like I said, in each corner there are clips. So basically what I had to do is stick I actually use a metal tool. I've got a special flash, what do you call it, screwdriver. It's got 4 different sized bits, both Phillips and flat. I used 4 of these, just kind of gently work my way in there, and then pry it like this. Working in there, pry it like that, and then I'll stick another one in right. I'll hold this one like this, stick another one in here, push it. I can use a third one until I get one of those clips popped, and then it will sort of stay out, and then I can move along just using 2 of these. Put a little pressure, which allows me to get the second one in here close, pry it until it pops loose, and then I was able to go all the way around. Fortunately, it does kind of scuff up the surface, and I used a you can use a piece of plastic or a piece of metal, for instance like these scissors. You can just sort of put some good pressure down and go along this edge, and it will push down any raised pieces. Just kind of push it down here with some pressure, and it'll take those little high spots that were created when you pried the lens off, and it will sort of smooth it down. So hopefully when this goes back together, I went around on this edge and this edge, and hopefully once I get it back together, you won't see any of those areas where I pried on it, at least not very well. But this is the Gentex 455. I don't know if that's useful. But this is the design of it. This is the indicator light. This is the light sensor. And then you have this forward-facing light sensor, which detects if it's daylight or nighttime. I know this is part of the GPS unit. and you can see how they changed the colors by changing these whole units out. You know, the older style, I think they didn't bother to run different colored LEDs or anything. They just changed the filter in front. Oh, and another point, this glass is actually just wide open. It actually goes through part of the dimming process. So the LEDs up here don't dim at all. They stay the same brightness. And as the mirror dims, it automatically dims the display. And since the buttons don't light up, they don't need any type of dimming on those either. And basically, I tried to change the color because this is orange. It was supposed to be blue, but I'm just going to get a replacement mirror, or I may run this for a while and only turn on the compass when I need to, because I've got a green display in my car and this is orange. So I may change it out for a different model, or I may just keep the display off. Anyway, that's all. Oh, and something else interesting, these later models, they have these hollow cores which go all the way through, and on certain models it goes all the way through to the inside, but not this one. This uses a it's a Torx head. Some of them come through, and the wiring from the for the electronics all go through the center hole. I think that's on some of the 09 and newer mirrors, and all the wiring comes out here. And then you've got the plastic piece which goes up to the headliner, and all of the wiring is completely hidden. You don't have this external plug in it. As you can see, it's a 455 Gentex. Anyway, I hope this is helpful for someone.